ready. Alright, so A-Class lobby is up for those who need what is known as early access. The boombox is on the move. And there we go. We are undeafened in the Discord, and we are ready to rock. So once again, guys, Paradox will keep an eye out for jump starts.
Yes,
look
sir.
at this gate here for the B-Class. Oh my. The 2020 bells and the Alpine Star helmets are out. Who's going to get the whole shot?
I don't know if he's still off the screen, but there's no jump start.
So it's going to be Aiden with the FXR team who gets a good hole shot here. Jones with the Verb Moto Honda is up front in second, and there is Iago in third.
Yorks and GP right behind him, running up the top 5.
LeMunyon getting a very bad start. He's sitting third or fourth to last right now.
BMX is in 6th position right now. This is Battle for LeMunyon.
Yeah, LeMunyon has a lot of work to do.
He's in the main train.
And look how thick it is. Oh my. So Aiden's still in first, Jones still in second, Santana in third, Yorks rolls the front tire and goes down, so BMX moves up into the 4th place spot. Being challenged by Dirteen and Parker Pax with the Wicked Racing, and our fastest lap time of Moto number 1, Pinned, is out here up front early trying to catch the leader here before it gets too late.
Oh, BMX goes, oh, Dirteen, so, okay. That's interesting.
A little bit of team tactics here. As it appears Dirteen might have shown BMX a wheel. BMX getting bullied, and here comes LeMunyon on the Wicked Racing Honda.
Oh, already?
So here we go, guys. This is exactly what we talked about. This is the battle we've been waiting for as Pinned goes down. Gives way to BMX and LeMunyon here as they are working their way up to the front of the pack. BMX throwing it sideways over that step up there, that triple. He's got his sights set on Parker, trying to get past the Wicked Racing team. Man, this feels really reminiscent of, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was in the Carmichael Reed days when they just surrounded Carmichael with Yamahas on the start straight. BMX takes that inside line away from Parker and gets by. He's got to put these Wicked Racing guys behind him or else it could get nasty.
Not to cut you guys off here, but Aiden, Jones, and Lago are in a 3-way battle for the lead currently.
And there goes Jones.
Jones goes down.
Yep, thank you,
Navo.
Navo.
Oh, 13 goes over the berm, and so that gives, Parker as well. Wicked Racing.
All right. Man, there is just so much interesting stuff happening here. Let's get an inside look at what's going to happen in this corner here. As here goes BMX, Dirteen, Parker, and LeMunyon, all the Wicked Racing guys
Up
charging
front.
behind BMX. God, I can't keep it together.
Dirteen fighting to get back his position, his 3rd place position.
BMX waited for that. He knew that Dirteen was coming in for the sweep. He checked up, let Dirteen go by, but he cut back under. So he gave up a position, but he kept it up on 2 wheels. Man, BMX is out here riding defensively.
He is surrounded by Wicked Racing. This is not good because his championship, is challenged by Wicked Racing also.
Man, Parker swinging wide there. Very wide. A little bit too wide.
I feel like BMX is a little deer surrounded by bears.
Yeah, he is. He's got to get going, man. I'm actually a little bit nervous for BMX right now. I'm not going to lie.
He needs to stay away from them.
This is actually probably the most intense battle that I've seen yet at Backyard, and it's for different reasons. Like, I legitimately feel like the Wicked Racing guys are out for blood right now, and LeMunyon is trying to maintain his standing in this points battle here. And BMX has got to watch his back, man. Like, we obviously don't want to see any intentional or nasty takeouts between riders, but I mean, if Parker wants to shove himself on the inside line and take it away, that's racing. So BMX
So
keeping
even
it
if,
sideways.
Even if BMX gets away with Parker and LeMunyon, he still has to deal with 13, which is right in front of him.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Say that as 13 goes down. So
I jinxed 13.
and look up here, we've been watching BMX and the Wicked Racing guys the whole time, but here are your race leaders, Aiden and Iago. So it was a little bit of a front-running battle between the Wicked Racing team, and BMX is quickly pushing its way to become a battle for the lead between these guys as well.
He just entered the final and last podium position right when the 13 went out of that rut.
So again, here's your race leader.
Oh no, LeMunyon goes down. So he's gonna lose two spots and a lot of time, man.
BMX trying to get past Iago here as he scrubs the downhill. It is now tire to tire, about to be bar to bar between these guys as BMX is trying to make a 2-for-1 pass for the lead right now. In Moto 2 of the B class, takes the inside line. Aiden goes out. Iago's going to take the race lead here if he can, and he does. So Iago now moves up into first, but Aiden not. Yeah, go ahead, Paradox.
I said BMX on the outside.
Yeah, he is. Here he goes. BMX on the inside of Aiden makes that pass, so he is pinned right now. Trying to make that pass stick and get by Iago. BMX is trying to put as much space as possible as he can between himself and these Wicked guys, as they are all still 3 packed up right here trying to hunt him down. BMX sending it into those rollers. So timing and scoring updating. You can see that the gap between these guys is less than a second. And that is evident to see on your screen as they are all up in each other's face right now. BMX tries to take the inside but doesn't get it. Here he goes. BMX good at scrubbing that bike. He's good at throwing it sideways and keeping it low. Does so and takes the pass away from Iago. So BMX moves back up into the lead here in B-Class Moto number 2. I mean, say what you will about BMX. He seems to make some friends, make some enemies. He's a fast guy, man. He'll get the job done.
He's very consistent also. I didn't see him crash once that last moto.
Thank you, Resolute Kraken. So shout out to Resolute Kraken for his live timing and scoring as he mentions that once again, Pinned has the fastest lap on the track with a 2:11. But look, I mean, BMX still isn't gone, right? If he crashes, he's going to be looking at losing this lead, but he's already gapping these guys. As Aiden has some trouble, so Parker makes the pass into third. York's now trying to battle for Aiden's position.
This is a 5-way battle for second place right now.
Yep, BMX is using all of this to his advantage as he's trying to check out. Yorks gets the pass on Aiden. Oh, I thought he went down. Santana's still sitting in second, Parker in third, Yorks in fourth, Aiden in fifth, LeMunyon in sixth, 13 in seventh. I mean, it's still anybody's game as these guys are still packed out here in this battle. BMX still trying to check out, but not getting too far away.
It's rare that we see the pain train up front.
Yeah, it usually starts early and fizzles out, but we are 9 minutes into this moto already, almost halfway, and just look how stacked this race is.
They're just battling for their life.
LeMunyon goes down again, makes a mistake. LeMunyon is trying so hard, desperately, to get in front of these guys and get up here and chase down BMX, and that's 2 mistakes he's made. Yeah, he is out of that battle immediately. Pind gets by. So actually, I want to talk about Pind for a second. Let's actually go on board with him. Oh God, I did it again. Let's go back live. My bad. It's spacebar instead of alt. So Pind with a 211. Riders in front of him are Aiden with a 215, Parker with a 213, Yorks with a 212, Iago with a 214. The only other person running anywhere close to Pind right now is BMX. So BMX should have the fastest lap on the track now. So just that being said, we could easily see Pind putting himself into the second place spot before this moto is done. Because here he goes, he's already trying to make a pass on Iago. The only thing that's going to slow Pind up is the traffic, but he's faster than everybody in front of him. He takes the inside line away from Iago. Oh, and then he sweeps his... Oh no, he goes through the sweeper, sorry, and tucks his front. So Pind goes down, gives that position back to LeMunion. So Yorks now sitting in second, trying to close the gap on BMX. Fishtails a little bit coming down that roller there and not able to clear that double cleanly, so that cost him a little bit of time. Aiden in third, Parker in fourth, Dirteen in fifth. As Parker gets by and moves up into third, Aiden not able to clear the triple, so Dirteen moves up into fourth. That pushes Aiden all the way back to fifth, and here is LeMunion sitting in sixth with Pind in seventh. Something happened there on the track just out of the corner of my eye between Cole and McCracken. So timing and scoring will once again begin to update. As you can see, the official race positions coming in. Once again, the Wicked Racing guys are stacked up here. LeMunion trying to catch up. GP on the old dad's team sitting in 8th. Pind, I don't know if Pind went down, it looked like he did. But he gets back up pretty quickly. Rye with the Moto Factory team is rounding out your top 10. Here comes Vinny Besson on the tryhard. Frosty now catching McCracken, so just a bunch of little battles everywhere you look. But none quite as intense as what's happening up here in the lead, as Parker looks to have now moved into the second place spot. Yorks goes down. So Parker now being pressured by his teammate Dirteen and our early race leader Aiden. As this is a battle for the second and third podium position. Man, 7.5 minutes left, and it is still so intense. There's Yorks right there, having fallen back to 5th. LeMunion still sitting in 6th. So let's get a bird's eye view here as we watch this three-way battle between Parker, Dirteen, and Aiden. Let's try to get a look at where BMX is. You can see him sending that triple down there. So he is just further solidifying his lead here in Moto number 2 and trying to check out. 13 getting a little goony there over that triple, sits down in the air. Does get a good run around the outside, trying to make a pass on Parker. Not sure LeFou, I think he probably blew a berm. That tends to be what happens here on tracks and trails. Just going too fast, you blow it over, or you tuck the front. Oh, Dirteen gets swirly trying to come into these rollers here before the finish and loses up on his position just ever so slightly. So Aiden catches up. There's Yorks. And of course, can't forget about LeMunion. So now the gap is starting to close with these riders. It's about to be a four-way battle for second place. So maybe Paradox can try to do an attempt at some quick maths and let us know if BMX takes the first place spot in this race and LeMunion takes 6th, what will that come out to after the round 6 totals are done?
So that's gonna, LeMunion's gonna be 15 points down.
15?
Yeah. He's
Yikes.
5 points down right now, and 6th place is 15 points total. So if BMX gets a 25 and Lemonian at 15,
Yep.
he's gonna be 15 total points down.
So coming into round number 6 here, Lemunian was down 2 points from BMX. If BMX goes 1-1, you can see just how critical that is. Not sure if we will see any team tactics here coming out. Lemunian is probably not going to ask Parker to move out of the way. Might get moved. Lemunian might move Parker out of the way. It looked like he almost tried to there. Uh-oh, Aiden goes down in the rollers. Aiden already on the hard charge, trying to get back around Parker. 4.5 minutes plus 2 laps as Aiden takes the inside and keeps that momentum high and makes the pass, just like that. So Paradox keeping an eye on what's happening up here between Lemunian, Aiden, and Parker. We are going to go back in this battle, or in this pack rather. Okay, it's the function key, I've learned. Uh-oh, Dirteen goes down. So maybe not, maybe we'll stick with it as Aiden and Parker are bar to bar.
Bar to bar, right over this triple. Aiden having a much better moto than his first moto.
So Lemunian gets around Dirteen now and finds himself in 3rd. So 1 lap ago we were talking about what Lemunian's points would be if he finished in 6th. And about 2 minutes later he has now moved up into 3rd.
Unfortunately, Dirteen and Lemunian has 5 seconds total of cuts.
So Lemunian's got to really check out here. Maybe him trying to hunt down Yorks will allow him to gap the guys behind him. You can see his, I don't know what that's about. His best lap should be a 2:11 then. But BMX sitting up front with a best of a 2:10. And BMX is hitting that uphill triple now. You can see Yorks has just now landed the downhill on the other side. So BMX is gone for the most part. Probably LeFou. Let's take it down to orbit cams here. Jet wants to get in on the racing action. He cruised by in his walker and just stopped and stared at the screen. It's like, what's happening? Ride out here battling with GP.
So Lemunian, as he crosses the finish, he's gonna be in 5th, right behind Parker, Dirteen, I mean, and that's gonna place him 14 points down on BMX.
Penn gets a good drive through this corner and is trying to make a pass on Iago right now. Not able to make it stick. 1.5 minutes left here in Moto number 2 of the B class. This is a battle for 7th between Penn and Iago. And you can see in the back here, Vinny is still battling with GP as something must have happened and Rye goes down. Uh-oh, Vinny goes down as well. Penn finally makes it around Iago.
Oh, Dirteen went down. That puts Aiden and Lemunian in front of him.
go. Hayden raises the hand to Lemunyon. Lets him go by. Not sure why. Maybe there was something that happened earlier.
Yeah, Aiden has 10 seconds of cut, so technically 13 is still in front of him, even with his 13's 5 seconds.
So this just in, Wicked Racing's Chief Financial Officer has contacted the FXR Racing Chief Financial Officer, and funds are currently being transferred for a pass on Aiden. Just raise his hand. Lets him go. So York's in second. No, sorry. BMX still in first. It's Parker Pax in second. York's in third. And Lemunyon sitting in fourth. So notice that BMX just crossed the finish line seconds before the timer ran out. So we will still have 3 full laps. So that's another full lap that BMX has got to keep it clean. Got to keep it together. But also another full lap for these guys to try to catch up. Love you too, Trauma. Dirteen trying to take the inside line away on Aiden. Can he make it happen? Ooh. Man, Aiden checked up just a little bit there and tried to cut it back inside, but not able to get back around Dirteen. So, can he do it in the rollers? It looks like he might be able to, but he doesn't. So Dirteen does make the pass, and he does make it stick. Now he's trying to catch up to his teammate Lemunyon. Three-way battle in the back here between Smickle, GP, and Vinny as these guys are battling hard, trying to catch up to Rye for 10th. GP takes the inside line away from Smickle and makes that pass. So Rye trying to hold off 3 other riders here and maintain a top 10 finish. I got eyes back here on this battle, so let me know if anything happens up front. As Vinny goes off track, GP takes the position back. Man, Vinny tried to stuff him in that inside line and did not make it work. GP just barely skates by. So Vinny bar to bar with Smickle back here. 2 laps to go. Yep, go ahead.
York is catching up to Parker for that second place spot.
Yep, battle for second, guys. We're on board now between Parker and Yorks as BMX has already crossed the finish line and checked out. Man, look how big this gap is. Uh-oh, Parker makes a mistake. Yorks bar to bar as he comes across the finish line, just a fraction of a second in front. Yeah, just a fraction of a second, 2/100. So Yorks moves up into that second place spot. It's just like that, guys. In the blink of an eye, one small, minor mistake cost you the position, and you've already been racing for 20 minutes. You know what I mean? So it's not like 20 minutes are down, everybody's in their spots, we're just waiting on the moto to finish. No. Yorks doesn't care how fatigued you are, Parker. He's gonna blow by you if you make a mistake. But as I say that, here comes Parker through the rollers with much more speed.
Takes that inside.
Yeah, tries to take the inside line away, kind of bumps bars there with Yorks, but neither of them go down. Yorks is certainly appreciative of it.
So Lemunyon currently in 4th. That's gonna be 12 points down on BMX. I think, yeah.
So Lemunyon really trying to stay in damage control mode this whole moto, but it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough only being 2 points down to being double digits. Parker racing clean with Yorks. Good to see. Here's Lemunyon now having caught up. Oh,
ooh.
yeah,
So
sends that uphill triple.
More points.
So that's 2 more
So-
points for Lemunyon. If he can get his sights set on Yorks, he will be back with, or he has his sights set on Yorks. If he can manage to catch him in about 1 lap, then Lemunyon will finally be back into single-digit territory in terms of his points chase for BMX.
So do be advised, guys, looking at our technical
lap.
standings here, Lemunyon does have a 5-second penalty.
Yeah,
So that is going to send him back just a bit.
Yeah, we see that as he crosses the finish line in front of Parker, but does fall back. He's ahead of Dirteen enough because I think Dirteen has cuts as well. So for anybody to be behind Lemunyon, it's fortunate that it is somebody with a cutting penalty, but if Lemunyon wants to actually make the pass on Yorks and achieve those points, then he has to pass Yorks and gap him by 5 seconds, and that is unlikely to happen unless Yorks makes a mistake. Yorks has been on a heater this whole race.
We saw this exact scenario happen in the first moto.
Yep. It's almost like these Wicked guys practice together or something, you know?
Oh, they are all 3 of them right together once again.
Uh-oh, Dirteen spills and goes down. Parker makes a mistake over that Dragon's back there.
Ooh. Is it intentional to foreign Lemunyon's cuts?
Maybe. So last lap here is out, guys. There is your race leader, BMX, on the elevated Kawasaki. The elevated MX Kawasaki, as he is about to take his checkered flag. Still on board or following this battle closely between Yorks and Lemunyon. Yorks just has a couple corners left to keep it up on 2 and not let Lemunyon take this pass. And there it is, off in the distance, looking like an ant. You can see BMX has crossed the finish line and gone 1-1 here in round 6 of the B class.
So currently between Lemunyon and Parker, I don't think that's 5 seconds considering the speed that they're going. Let's see.
I think Lemunyon will still beat it.
Oh, he's...
Yep.
Oh, oh my! Oh no, he didn't. Oh my God! Look, by like, oh my God.
Yeah,
That was
by barely any. Oh, he did. Yep. Parker did take that
Damn.
spot away. So there you have it. It is BMX in first, Yorks in second, Parker in third, Lemunyon in fourth, Dirteen in fifth, Aiden in sixth, Iago in seventh, Pind in eighth, McCracken in ninth, and it's actually going to be Rye on the Moto Factory team who rounds out your top 10 due to Vinny Besson's cuts. So the last couple of riders here finishing out their lap. So as Phil Doyen on the old dad's team crosses a finish line, no, that's not going to be it. It will be once Dennis Boredom with the Try Hard finishes out his lap. And then that will be it, guys, for the B class. We will take a short break and head on over to the A class for Moto number 1. Paradox, can you capture these results?
Yes, they are exported.
All right. So we'll take this over to a quick commercial break, guys, and then we will be back for A class Moto number 1. Here comes a